but it is always these two at the top.
So let's get it started. The serve by DeBeer, and we are underway here at the Peterson Event Center. Monks blocked out of bounds. First point to the Panthers.
That is how you want to set the tone, getting your middle the ball early, getting them involved, so it's going to be easier to spread the offense as the game continues.
But each team has had some impact transfers. Emma Monks has been that for the Panthers. Valeria Vasquez-Gomez to serve. Here's the dig. Opportunity here right side and long. No tip off the hit by Aiko Jones.
And for Pitt, this is definitely a rotation you want to be in, with Valeria serving, one of their best servers. Plus you have both Babcock and Tori Stafford in the front row. With Monks, this is where you want to be.
27 aces on the season for Vasquez-Gomez. Good dig. Opportunity now right side, dug by Vasquez-Gomez. Stafford blocked but into the net. Panthers up 3-0.
And that's a great dig right there, which really keeps them in system and allows Fairbanks to run the offense smoothly. That's a 3-option pass. You can set anybody you want from there.
A senior who'll be back for another season from Puerto Rico. Vasquez-Gomez serve. Here's set. Try this time, and the first kill for Louisville. Charity Looper. That is the impact transfer we were discussing.
Absolutely. And, you know, we were talking about it earlier. With her coming in, really is giving me that Le Couture member Monet vibes from last year, getting a big impact transfer, and somebody who's not necessarily physically super imposing. She's not super tall, but just insanely athletic.
And Monks is long on that one. It's now 3-2. Looper, the transfer from UCLA, with more time left in her Cardinals career. Serve by Elena Scott. 3-time Defensive Player of the Week. Good serve. Barely dug by Stafford. And Stafford wins it in the middle. Avoids the block and able to get the kill.
And Stafford actually likes those sets that are a little bit more inside, so she has a little bit more room to go cross court, turn that thumb down, and kind of open up the angle. Great pass, too, and then you have to transition over. That's not easy.
Rewarded for the dig.
Exactly.
4-2 Panthers. Cat Flood to serve. Here again a dig. And rising up, and I see exactly what you mean about Looper.
I mean, she's just floating up there. So explosive.
Plays taller than her height.
Way taller. And at this level, that's way harder to do. The older you get, the harder it is to not be one of the, tallest on the team.
Aiko Jones to serve for Louisville. It's 4-3 Panthers. From the right side, Babcock is dug by Jones. Good tip. Vasquez-Gomez to Stafford.
Great defense on both sides of the ball there.
5-3 Pitt.
Great up there.
Babcock to serve after the kill. And if you haven't seen it, great dig. Dig there by Vasquez-Gomez. Stafford from the back. DeBeer is able to keep it alive, and a free ball here for Pitt. Great save. Fairbanks on the slide by Wokolo is blocked and dug, and up in the air, dug, and sent over. Louisville, a couple of saves on this point. Cardinals working hard to keep this alive. From the back, Vasquez-Gomez is blocked emphatically in front by Cressy.
What a rally. That's what you want to see against two top 10 teams, is those types of rallies.
And if you're Louisville, you earn that. How many times did they save a point?
Exactly. And I mean, Kara Cressy, to me, part of their game plan today is, especially regardless of if Olivia Babcock is front row or back row, is she needs to have an eye on where she's at.
Two of the best blocking teams in college volleyball here today. Charity Looper. 26 aces this year. Good dig again by Stafford. Slide by Wokolo. Panthers get it right back.
Wokolo, preseason All-ACC team. You need her to show up in these big games.
So Stafford to serve as the freshmen follow each other. Oval slide, Doug. Fairbanks, and a tip. DeBeer is blocked, but out of bounds.
That's just really impressive how she uses the block to her advantage. You know, you get those big hands up there, and she's going to have a big transition here, and she's just using it, going right off those hands of Rachel Fairbanks to get the point.
Nearly landed in.
It's close.
Biggie Petrenko to serve now for Louisville. The Hungarian from Coastal Carolina before here. Vasquez Gomez winds up and in.
Nice cut shot there. But also Pitt staying in system so far. Making Rachel Fairbanks' job easier so that she can just throw up dimes.
Chimaka Wokolo. And a good decision at the net.
And if I had to guess, she was thinking, all right, I got a middle coming back in here, playing defense in the 5 zone. That's probably something I could take advantage of, where maybe when Emmy Klicka's in there, might not get away with that. So good timing. That's a high IQ play.
For a sophomore.
Exactly.
Lock to serve. Fairbanks, back set. Babcock, Doug. Chance here for DeBeer, and the Panthers unable to get it. That's the second kill for DeBeer. DeBeer gets closer to that 1,000 kill mark.
She's just so impressive, and she does so much for this team. She has 9 double-doubles on the season. You know, she's just making such an impact everywhere.
Babcock. Good dig by Emmy Klicka. Vasquez Gomez off the beautiful back set.
That's a phenomenal out-of-system play. Woo, phenomenal out-of-system. Klicka with the great dig, but then, you know, Vasquez Gomez is getting that ball from deep in 6. That is so hard to get an angle on. And that's a good ball by Tori Stafford, right? Second hands there.
I mean, perfect.
Beautiful location there.
What I love
That's why you get that point.
Rachel Fairbanks to serve. Slide for Louisville in. Back row. Nice hit by PK Kong.
And I think both teams kind of feel the same way, that they want to get their middles established early. They both have, you know, middles that have very high hit percentages, and you want to get them involved early so that you can kind of open up the pin hitters.
Beer to serve. Fairbanks sets Babcock for the kill. What I love about these matchups is both sides elevate their game when they play each other.
Absolutely. So impressive from both teams, especially in these big matchups.
Dan Fisher, back-to-back semifinal appearances. And the two programs that have mirrored each other really in how they've grown.
Yeah, I feel like so much that you say about one team, you could turn around and look at the other side and say the exact same thing.
Coach Jones with the smart play, and the Panthers unable to get the handle on it. Danny Busboom-Kelly in the final last year, of course, beat the Panthers in that semifinal. Elena Scott to serve at 9-all. Fairbanks, Babcock, and unable to be saved by Scott.
And Babcock's ability to not just hit high, but to kind of move that ball around is so impressive. Look, she contacts that ball almost at the top of the antenna. So impressive, and then you're just able to rip it down the line.
Cat Flood to serve for the Panthers. And it'll hit as we go back and forth. Cressy, the sophomore from Indiana. And that's the thing, both teams have experienced players, but they also have youth that are going to be a part of this for years.
Yeah, I think both teams are asking a couple of their new players, like, hey, you're here to fill a big role. You're not just here to be a role player, but we need you to step in and do a lot to make a deep run again. And that's what you have to do when you're trying to make a deep run year after year.
Goes serve. Stafford rises up and is dug by Scott. Stafford times it up. Scott digs it again. Panthers converge. Stafford this time is able to get it.
Third time's the charm. I mean, but how impressive, though, by Elena Scott there. She is mopping up the floor over there.
Oh. So impressive. Panthers up 11-10.
Great angles, too.
Babcock serve. Again, it's Scott. And the hit by Jones blocked. Rising up and scoring off the Panthers is Charity Looper. And she'll go back and serve.
And Elena Scott is just keeping them in points. That's all that is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a perfect pass, but she's keeping them in all of these points, not letting the ball hit the ground.
It seems like great teams avoid runs, and we've just seen it back and forth. From the middle, Stafford gets it back for Pitt.
And what I like about that is Pitt has Wokolo coming to run the slide there, which really kind of opens up that middle lane, and she's kind of serving as that hitter in the middle of the court.
Babcock 3 kills, Stafford 4. True freshman. DeBeer rises up and is able to put one down. That's 3 kills for DeBeer.
She's going to be on the top of Pitt's list of wanting to slow her down in any way. It's really hard to do, but any way that you can slow her down, they're going to be looking to do so.
12-12, the serve by Aiden Bartlett. And a tip by Wokolo. And an opportunity here for the Panthers. And a miscommunication. Now Pitt has to send a free one over. And the slide is dug, but out of bounds. Louisville. Just back and forth. Now it's Louisville in the lead.
And I think Pitt's going to really wish that they had that free ball back. You know, that's where you want to take advantage and start your offense.
And set just too far and an easy kill for the Cardinals, and Louisville's first 2-point lead of this match.
And for Aiden Bartlett, that's not going to go down as an ace, but those overpasses, that's her. That's her getting them that point, and then the front row is just doing their job of cleaning it up.
The senior captain serve is long that time. Both of these coaches, good players themselves.
Oh yeah, they come by it truthfully, and then they're able to pass down all that knowledge and experience.
And Dylan Griffin in to serve for the Panthers. Speak of youth, part of the Panthers youth, sophomore lefty. And the slide has been effective. An opportunity here for the Cardinals. DeBeer. Good tip by Monks. Vasquez Gomez. DeBeer slipped and had to tip it over. Monks in the middle, dug. DeBeer again, and that off the hands of Monks and out of bounds. Louisville takes a 15-13 lead. It's what we've expected. 2 top 10 teams, but the Cardinals a number that Pitt just does not allow.
Exactly.
Louisville serve up 2. Back set. Babcock blocked. Opportunity for DeBeer, who puts it away. Boy, Anna DeBeer's so quick.
Incredible cut shot there. I think that might have landed inside the 10-foot line. If not, it was very close. That's incredible and hard to do.
And just inside the line. Served by Glock. Panthers' biggest deficit at 3. And dug by Babcock. Middle dug by Klicka. DeBeer. And the Panthers unable to do anything with that. Another kill for DeBeer. That's her 7th of this set. And the Panthers are going to call a timeout at 17-13.
And I think seeing Anna DeBeer hitting 778 is not what you want to see from the Panthers, but it's hard because as, you know, as Pitt, you're thinking kind of just where you're from has to be incredible.
17-13 Cardinals. Louisville's hitting .452. It's continuing that success from the first match. Great dig. Opportunity here. Vasquez Gomez blocked. Louisville just seems to be in the right spot right now. Fairbanks, Vasquez Gomez finds floor. That's the 3rd kill for Vasquez Gomez, and a huge point there for the Panthers.
Yeah, Pitt really needed that, and what I think was special about that was that set, little bit of pace there, but from where she was at, she was able to kind of fool PK just enough to keep her going the opposite direction. Gave Valeria Vasquez a one-on-one opportunity.
Rachel Fairbanks to serve. Panthers down 3. First set here in Pittsburgh. DeBeer blocked, but on the Panthers side, it's 18-14.
She's so impressive. I mean, but now you've got to look at it. She's back there serving. If you're Pitt, you've got to think we got to go on a run here while she's in the back row.
She's 8 of 10 so far in this match. Here's serve. And Babcock able to land that one in front of Elena Scott. The Panthers need a little bit of a run here, trailing 18-15.
This might be the rotation to do it in. With Valeria Vasquez Gomez serving, you've got 3 good hitters up front. This is where you'd like to go on a little bit of a run.
Rising up once again is Charity Looper. Hits it through the block, and the lead is back to 4 with Elena Scott serving.
Another one of their very impressive servers. 27 aces on the season.
Stafford blocked. Fairbanks able to save it, and Babcock gets it over. Oh, and what a first set it's been for Charity Looper.
And that's what's impressive. You know, you rip through the block, like you said, basically right through it on our last one. You're getting the defense back on their heels. Great hustle, too, by Fairbanks and Babcock here. And then, you know, just throwing a little change up.
Just the intelligence. Babcock blocked. And I think Pitt was into the net. And the Panthers will call a timeout. Louisville is taken to 21-15. Another Louisville native. Fairbanks. Stafford. Tori Stafford able to get a big kill.
That's a way to come out of a timeout.
Yeah.
Get a big point back, maybe get a little bit of momentum. Now you're hoping with Cat Flood back there, go on a little bit of a run. But that's what you want. That pass gives you options. Kara Cressy wasn't able to get over there. Now you have a one-on-one.
Panthers trail by 5. And the kill right side blocked. Stafford and Wokolo
That's what you want to see if you're the Pitt Panthers. You want to see those two girls up together. And again, you read that really well. They're up. Wokolo does a good job closing the block, stealing up the tape.
And middle kill. Cressy, 6'6", is able to put that away.
And we always talk about how efficient Pitt's middles are. Kara Cressy, one of the literally two girls who are more efficient than Pitt's hitters. She is first in the ACC and second in the nation with a .453 hit percentage.
Which is a huge number.
Okay, so what's interesting here is they just subbed out the setter for Reese Robbins to get a bigger block in there. Is Aiko Jones going to take hands here?
Reese Robbins, who's 6'5", it doesn't matter.
We're not going to find out.
Panthers still trail by 4, only 3 points for the first set for Louisville.
Yeah, it looks like that was just a quick offense to defense switch. They got Ellie Glock back in to set.
Babcock has that type of serve that can win you some points. But a service error, just a little too long.
Those topspin serves are very high risk, high reward. You might get a couple more aces, but you're also going to get a couple more misses.
And you know, you just don't know how much it's going to dive.
It is. It's kind of like throwing a fastball. It's not always going to hit.
Charity Looper. Vasquez Gomez dives, and the Panthers just going to have to send that one over. Here's a chance for Louisville. And a tip. Back set. Stafford off the net. Point.
And that's, again, she's got that set a little bit further inside. That was coming from second hands from Emmy Klicka, but she really likes that, and she plays it really well. That was great hands, too, from Emmy Klicka.
Panthers have been able to trade points, but they can't afford to do that now.
No, you got to go a run.
DeBeer rises up off the hand of Babcock, and set point for the Cardinals. Anna DeBeer, 9 kills.
Right outside the block. Oh, this is a great angle. Right outside the block there, where you can see just outside of Fairbanks' right arm. There's not a ton Olivia Babcock can do with that.
Vasquez Gomez out. Panthers want a touch. No touch called. Will Dan Fisher challenge? He will not. The Louisville Cardinals hit .462 in the first set.
When you look at their percentages up front, and it's more around, 33, 33, and 33.
9 kills for DeBeer, 6 kills for Tori Stafford. And Rachel Fairbanks did lead us off here in set number 2. Jones dug. And rising up is Babcock, blocked out of bounds. Like set 1. The Panthers actually had a 3-0 lead early in set 1. And get the first point here in set 2. You see the numbers, 3rd in the ACC in ACC play and assists for Fairbanks. And she's dealt with her own injury issues this year.
She's such a huge part of this team. What she can do is so, so impressive.
She's not the only one that's impressive here today. Looper, once again with a big play. That's kill number 7 for Looper.
And I like that Coach Busboom Kelly had mentioned, about Charity Looper. She's had that individual success, but she hasn't had that team success yet at this level. So I think she really has that chip on her shoulder, looking to make a deep run this year.
Here's a chance here for Pitt. Back set to Babcock, off the hands of Scott. Point Pitt.
And that set is gorgeous from Klicka. That's your second hands. When the setter takes the first ball, she has to be able to take the second, and being able to throw that back set on a dime.
Just the second assist, but To your point. Beautiful for Klicka. Vasquez Gomez and serve overhit, but Louisville able to dig it in the middle as you asked for. Emma Monks delivers.
Get those middles involved. It's going to make the pin hitter's job easier, and it's just going to make, you know, Kara Cressy have to, you know, always hold Emma Monks accountable, so she can't start cheating one way or the other.
Valeria Vasquez Gomez, second team All-American last year. And middle kill dug by Fairbanks. Stafford rises up. Louisville keeps it alive. And now it's sending it over. Vasquez Gomez. Babcock. Good dig by Scott. Rising up is Looper again.
Great defense by both teams on that rally, but again, that's one of those things where you have to be able to finish those points, and I'm thinking Pitt's probably wishing on that free ball to get the great up here. She's everywhere. She's mopping up the floor.
Aiko Jones, a grad student from Jamaica. And what a play to save that back for Stafford to kill.
Really great angle, too. Look how tight she was, and to not touch the net there, that is so incredibly difficult and takes so much body control, and it just looks effortless when Rachel Fairbanks does it.
Cat Flood to serve. Panthers up 4-2. Louisville won the first set 25-19. And overhit, dunked by Babcock.
And that's kind of one of those balls too, like, you know, that's not going to go in the books as an ace. That's all Cat Flood. Getting that overpass, and then that just makes Olivia Babcock, you could basically have no chance there.
Flood's serve is an ace. 8th of the season for Cat Flood, and it's 6-2 Panthers.
And getting an ace off of this team is not easy.
One of the best receive teams in the nation. Serving obviously as well. Slide is blocked by Tori Stafford.
Love the passion there. How much this game means to both teams.
And Louisville deciding not to use a timeout here.
She basically did that by herself. Wokala was getting there, but there was a little gap there, so that was all Tori Stafford.
7-2. And Looper kills the rally for the Panthers. It was a 4-0 run. Charity Looper, 8 kills, hitting .571.
Having 2 outsides that are this productive is so hard to stop, because then you can get the ball to them when it's a good pass, but you can also get the ball to them when it's a bad pass.
And Looper with the service error. (8-3) Panthers. Louisville in first place with Florida State. The Panthers a half game behind. DeBeer in double figures. 10 kills now for DeBeer.
And, you know, even off of that, you know, that's a great serve. Really, really powerful. Look at that pass. That ability to just kind of pull back on your platform a little bit so it doesn't go flying off your platform. It looks really easy, but it's really, really difficult because of how much force the ball has.
I was just going to say, it's not easy.
Not easy.
Fairbanks sets Stafford, and block in the middle. Point to the Cardinals, now 8-5.
And that's why you bring in Reese Robbins to set up a bigger block. She's listed as a middle, but every time I have seen her come in, it's been on the right side, and it's normally during a a spot server coming in as well, like they have Briggy right now coming in to serve.
Crowd trying to fire the Panthers up, but another opportunity here for the Cardinals. This one in the middle, and another kill for Louisville. Kong.
And Briggy, the setter from Coastal Carolina, grad transfer, that kind of gives them a nice option, because not only does she have a very good serve, but now she can come in and be that setter when you have Ellie Glock subbed out for a bigger block.
And Louisville has answered the Panthers' 4-0 run, and an ace! With a 4-0 run of its own, it is now 8-7.
Another one of their really dangerous servers. Look at that spot.
Perfect.
Like, if you said, this is where I want the ball to go, and you went over and placed the ball there, that's where you would want it to go.
Logan Mosley in now for the Panthers. And wisely lets it go. What is that feeling like for that half second when you decide to let it go and waiting for it to hit?
Anxiety and terror, just hoping you made the right call, because so many of these serves, you know, especially with that float, it's like a knuckleball. You don't know when it's going to drop or the exact timing, and you're just hoping that, hey, you know, you go with like the general rule of thumb, like chest high, let it fly, but sometimes it burns you.
Stafford serve. Panthers up 2. And that one net and over. Back set off the block. Tori Stafford with 8 kills. Well, we've seen the 2 stars step up. We've seen Stafford, we've seen Babcock, the 2 freshmen, and we've seen DeBeer, and we've seen Looper.
I think for Pitt, you're going to want to, now that you've got Valeria Vasquez-Gomez up front, I think you want to get her going here. You want to get her a couple kills.
After the service error, Ellie Glock to serve. Transfer from USC. And from the back is Babcock, and in.
And it's nice from the back row. You have a little bit more room, you know, without you're further away from the block, where you have a little bit more room to work, kind of be able to paint those corners.
So how difficult is a left-handed serve?
It's kind of like a left-handed pitch. It's like at face value, it's the exact same, but yet the movement's a little bit different. It comes out a little bit different. That just makes it a little more difficult, whereas you don't think it would be, but it is.
And it might lead to an ace.
Exactly, and you know, she went in and had a run against Georgia Tech, 2 aces, and I think an 8-point run, and I think that's the spark Coach Fisher is looking for out of Dylan Griffin right now.
Panthers trail 1-0, but leading by 4 here in the second. DeBeer. That is 11 kills, which gives her how many for her career?
1,000. So impressive. And just so well deserved, such a hard worker. You know, Coach Danny Busman-Kelly spoke so highly of her, both on and off the court.
And her passion for this program. From the back, wide is Babcock. It's 12-10.
And Coach Busman-Kelly, you know, you mentioned how Anna has always stepped up in these matches. She called her the ultimate competitor, and you see it in all these big matches.
Stafford. And somehow, sometimes not the hardest hit point, but it's the well-placed point that was blocked down onto the Louisville side. It's 13-10 Pitt.
Yeah, and sometimes when those back row attacks are already further away from the block, but then when you slow it down, you get that block on its way down rather than at its peak.
Rachel Fairbanks with the Panthers up 3. Barely over. Rising up once again is Looper. Springs in those feet.
And she is going up against both Olivia Babcock and Emma Monks right now, who are listed at 6'4" and 6'5".
Last year, honorable mention, all Pac-12 with UCLA. Scott serve, Doug. Monks in the middle, good dig by Glock. Fairbanks saves it back. And a battle of tips. Looper again. Babcock. What a save. And Louisville keeps it alive. Rally of the match. And the Panthers keep it alive that time. And finally, Olivia Babcock earns the point for Pitt. And listen to this crowd.
What a rally. That's two teams that play great defense and do not give up on points. Bodies on the floor everywhere. That's what every coach wants to see, that type of hustle. And then somebody's got to put it away. And Babcock said, why not me?
Vasquez Gomez to serve. Stats right now, Louisville's hitting .436, the Panthers at .328. And that kill is long. That attempt by Cressy is long. The Panthers have the 1,000 here today at the Pete.
Yeah, you know, I haven't had a chance to do an official head count yet, but I'm thinking you're right.
She's been counting every break.
Yep, every time.
It's been amazing. Jones is blocked. Scott will set it up for Looper. Looper is blocked but out of bounds. Once again, a point for Charity Looper. 10 kills.
And I think you're just starting to see, you know, a little bit of frustration from Babcock, and, you know, just they feel like they're right there. They're in a good position, and yet they're still getting tooled, not able to press over to 6.
Code Jones. Babcock dug by Scott, and this time the beer is unable to get there. Tori Stafford.
Tori Stafford is doing exactly what they need her to do, and that's out of system. She is so good out of system. You know, I think there's a lot of hitters that can be good when you have the perfect set, but when you have those types of sets that are coming from the back row, those are so much harder to work with.
Kelsey, be honest. I kind of thought DeBeer was going to find a way to get that.
I think you just assume, right?
Cat Flood to serve. Panthers up 4. A big second set after Louisville won the first, and again hitting through the dig is Looper. Now Looper and DeBeer each have 11 kills.
Yeah, it just has to be frustrating. You're just, every time you're there, even whenever it's out of system, you're getting set up, and yet, oh, you're just still getting those high hands. They're doing such a good job using the block to their advantage.
Kill for Olivia Babcock. That time there was no stopping her.
There's really not much a defense can do with that if it's not getting slowed down by the block, and you have speed there. You saw Kara Cressy take that one step to the right, which leaves Babcock with a one-on-one. Iko Jones doesn't have much. I mean, you got to hope it hits you at that point.
Babcock serve. DeBeer puts it away. A dozen kills for DeBeer. You know, we saw in the first set where Louisville got a lead and was cool trading points. Panthers are in a somewhat similar, but need to get a little farther down the road of this set.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. I mean, you want to be in a position where even if you're going back and forth, you got to get one run.
Petrenko to serve. Had a good run earlier. And so that was over hit, but Fairbanks able to get a point out of that.
I mean, that is extremely impressive from a setter to go up and make that block on the overpass, because that requires perfect timing and a perfect push to be able to win that point.
Fairbanks 37 blocks on the season, so it's not a foreign place. I mean, she can do just a little bit of everything.
She's one of the most well-rounded players on the court, really.
Stafford serve with the Panthers up 4. DeBeer blocked but out of bounds.
And she does have, she swings with such power. You know, she's using every muscle in her body to get those tools.
Ellie Glock, a sophomore from Nebraska. A near ace and a tip attempt. Now the Panthers get a chance here. Back to Babcock, saved by Stafford. DeBeer. Vasquez Gomez just sends it over. Set by Scott. Jones's tip is dug by Fairbanks. Vasquez Gomez flat-footed.
What defense from this Pitt team. And that's what you have to do. You've got to be scrappy. You've got one saved ball by Tori Stafford. And then Fairbanks comes in with the pancake.
Are we seeing getting a challenge?
A nice little off-speed shot there for the kill.
Nope, a substitution.
I was wondering if they were going to challenge maybe the pancake there.
I thought so too.
Just in case, taking an extra look at it at least.
Panthers 6 points from the second set. See that success at home. Dylan Griffin. Jones in the middle. Heiko Jones.
I love what they do on this rotation where they have all three of their hitters stacked on the outside while Anna DeBeer is in 2 in her core position. And that allows Heiko Jones to run at 2, which is not something you see a lot from right side hitters.
Heiko Jones, for her size, is a very versatile player for Louisville. Fairbanks goes all the way back to get it to Vasquez Gomez. 2 straight kills for Vasquez Gomez to get the Panthers points.
And that's huge for Pitt right now, is having that little bit of diversity in your offense where you're not just relying on the 2 freshmen, but you can open up the floor a little bit more with someone as experienced as Vasquez Gomez.
It was almost like she just told Olivia, listen, I'm going to take some kills here, if that's okay with you.
I'm going to get a couple touches, okay?
Jones winds up and it is saved by Klicka. Vasquez Gomez and saved by Monks, but unable to put it over as Babcock point Louisville.
And great defense by Klicka there.
And here's who you want if you're Louisville. Elena Scott serving. Down 3 here in the second set. Hit in the middle, Doug. Now loopers, dug by Stafford. Babcock, great dig by Scott. DeBeer sends it over. Olivia Babcock is blocked. Babcock again is blocked, but it falls on the Louisville side for a point.
And that's what's great when you have Olivia Babcock hitting on the outside for this rotation on both sides as well.
Louisville 23-3, as you see the numbers today for Stafford and Babcock. The Panthers 22-4. Both teams with 2 losses in conference play. Now Louisville has Georgia Tech. Probably a smarting Georgia Tech team,
yes,
but at home for their final match. Panthers get Miami. Very good team in the ACC on Wednesday here, and then they go to Syracuse to round out conference play.
I love that we have a little bit more mayhem at the end of this ACC, season. Got a couple new teams in the mix.
I would love it to get to a point. And I'll share it after the action here. DeBeer dug by Fairbanks, maybe out of self-preservation. And just a flip hit over by Louisville results in a point.
That's a high IQ play, though. Everyone's kind of caved in on coverage. Take it to the corner.
I was going to say, I would love to see it to where this is the last match every year. You know?
Incredible.
a true rivalry schedule. Serve by Jones is out.
Yeah, and you've seen how many times the past couple years it has come down to these two either being co-champions or one of them taking it solo. So having this game last, I mean, it just brings, you know, that allure to that last game of the season.
Not that this isn't pretty spectacular with, you know, within the final week of play. Cat Flood to serve. Panthers 3 from tying this game. Looper rises up off of Flood, and another kill for Charity Looper. That's a dozen. Louisville hanging around. They need a service run.
Yeah, and Pitt brought in Logan Mosley to maybe shore up the serve receive, maybe get a little added defense in as well.
Looper at 5'9", the serve. Kill in the middle. Chiamaka Wokolo.
Quality passing allows you to establish that middle. It's kind of like
it's had a nice year.
Yeah, they stole a win from Louisville as well, right? I believe so.
So,
you know, is this going to be a volleyball conference next year?
Tell you what, these two programs have elevated the conference, and I think it's raised up some of the other programs. And then if you're a high school player, you're thinking about where do I want to play. The ACC is so much more appealing than it was just 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's a huge testament to these two coaches who pulled in big talent.
Babcock looking up. And serve is dug. DeBeer blocked. And the tip over, and a chance here for the Cardinals. DeBeer has to tip it over, though. Fairbanks sets. Torrey Stafford is long.
Just missed there, too. That's a good swing, though. I think you can live with that one. Got Aiden Bartlett coming in to serve.
It's a familiar spot, except the score reversed. Bartlett in. Mosley digs. A slide blocked by Wokolo. I think that was by DeBeer.
It'll be something special.
Babcock's hitting .310 with 12 kills. Torrey Stafford with 9 kills, hitting .389.
And I think this is also impressive because those are two outsides hitting with that hit percentage, and they always get the most touches, so it is harder for them to hit that high.
Bartlett continues the serve. Mosley dig from the back. Babcock is dug. Oh, and Rachel Fairbanks.
That's how you steal a point. Right there. She doesn't do it often, because if you do it too much, then the defense is thinking about it. But right when your team needs it, you want to be the one to steal a point for your team.
And her reaction was stone cold.
She cannot. I knew I was going to do that. All I needed was a good pass.
Fans on their feet. We'll find out exactly how many are here before the third set. But the Panthers have to get there first. Stafford serve. DeBeer. Point Louisville. It's 24-22. Ellie Glock to serve for the Cardinals. Both teams have been in this type of pressure environment before. And this is where Louisville really had some big points at home against the Panthers. Vasquez Gomez wide. And you see the fingers of Iko Jones saying be an elite NCAA program. I think Danny has the same mindset, and they have become elite programs. Serve over from the back. Dig by Scott. DeBeer off the tip, and it's 24 all.
What an up, and then what a finish. I mean, 24-24, set 2. Look at the platform, that angle, what a great move. And then who you can always count on to put the ball away.
On the back is Babcock, and Louisville a point from this second set. Wow.
2 straight points now off of the first ball in serve receive. They're going to Olivia Babcock in the back row, which shows that kind of trust that Coach Fisher has in her in these big moments.
Ellie Glock now with the set in her hand. The Panthers get it back, block, and Louisville steals the second set.
They stole that set, Jeff.
The Louisville Cardinals down to set point, take it to the Panthers at the end. Hitting 419 on the way to fight back and win.
Yeah, this isn't a new spot for Pitt, but it's definitely going to be a challenge.
Set by Scott. Looper again, this time dug by Stafford. Tip by Fairbanks is over and in on the kill from Kong.
Look at this set. I thought she was over, which would have been an illegal set if she attacked it above the plane of the net, but she lifted up her left leg. That is so impressive.
And a service error for Louisville. We're 1-all. For as much as Pitt has to take this, Louisville's going to have to give them, they're going to have to lower their play. We've seen Louisville play at such a high level.
Yeah, you're going to need some points to fall your way.
Fairbanks serve. Jones is long this time.
Even something like that, something like those little points that just miss, you're going to need those close ones if you're the Pitt Panthers to go your way. Exactly.
Rachel Fairbanks at 2-1. And that's on the line. An ace for Rachel Fairbanks.
And I love her serve. She has a float serve, but she's throwing a little bit of spin at it first, which makes it a little bit even harder to pass because it has a little bit of extra movement coming off of the spin and then getting it to come out flat and float.
And that's where I'm going if I'm Louisville. Looper has been unstoppable here today.
And, you know, Pitt has such a big front line, but the only way to beat that is speed. And that's what they're able to do. If they're passing in system, they're able to get that ball out there nice and quick. And that's how you beat height, is with some speed.
565 Looper is hitting. Babcock able to answer.
That as well. Get a little bit of pace to the outside. Then you can get that cut shot.
We got to find some way to get this set, obviously. Get some momentum. 4-2 Panthers. Vasquez Gomez to serve. Amy Klicka. And Babcock tipped long.
Just nice high hands off the block. That's all you're looking for, is a little bit of fingertips.
So far, Pitt has answered that after the disappointing end of the second set. Looper. Just too much here this afternoon.
She has such power. I mean, that ball is getting to the outside so fast. It makes it hard to even just set up on defense and then actually have to play it.
Aiko Jones. An ace for Jones. What was a Panther lead, now down to 1.
Nyko Jones, another one of those 5 players that they have with over 20 aces.
Back to Babcock and in. Olivia Babcock, 15 kills. The AVCA Player of the Week. It's not slowing down.
Yeah, I think, you know, freshmen or not, I think they've already established up the point. We're going to rely on you. We're really going to lean on you in moments where we need kills.
Slide blocked, and Monks loses the battle at the net.
Oh, no. You gotta be really happy as a setter there when you get that win.
It's Charity Looper to serve. (6-5) Pitt, 2-0 Cardinals. Back to Babcock. Good dig by Jones and a save by Scott. DeBeer will send it over. And a kill in the middle by Emma Monks.
That's how you capitalize on the free ball. Want to get those points off of the free ball. You got them out of system. Nice tempo in with her hands from Vasquez Gomez. Makes Emma Monk's job nice and easy.
Panthers up 2. Babcock's serve is long.
And here's where you're getting that double switch again, where you're getting the spot server for the middle with Briggy, and then you're getting Reese Robbins in to just kind of shore up that block.
You can kind of feel the tension with this Panther crowd too.
And too, there's such anticipation for this game. Just makes it kind of that much more with the pressure.
Stafford's tip is sent right back to the other side by Reese Robbins.
That's what you bring her in for. You know, she's listed as a middle. They have 2 great middles right now, so they might not have room for her there. But they're like, hey, you know, in situational spots, we might be able to get you some touches, and you can provide a big block on the right side.
So Dan Fisher's looking for something right now. Now Lexus Akeo and Blair Bayless in for the first time in this match.
So we're getting a 6-2 offense right now with the new right side, even though she's going to be swinging outside here for this first one.
And maybe just a rest here for Olivia Babcock and Rachel Fairbanks. Trenko's serve. Akeo the set in the middle. The beer slides, hits it over. Stafford has to send it back. De Beer this time gets a run. Point Panthers.
I think too, some of these subs, it just shows, you know, not only does Coach Fisher have a lot of trust in his depth, but also you need a spark. You need a spark. You're down 2-0 against a very, very good Louisville Cardinals team. You need to be able to get a run here, and, you know, maybe putting in 2 new players might help that.
Stafford to serve. 9 kills for Stafford. And the slide dug by Stafford. Vasquez Gomez dug by Scott. Ko sets the middle and long. Panthers wanted a touch, but the hit long, and it's 8-all. Ellie Glock to serve at 8-8. Ko back set and in off Bayless. So the 2 that brought in combined for a point.
Yeah, and you know, you got another freshman in there looking to make an impact.
And substitutions come, but not for those 2. And a whole new lineup here for the Panthers with Dylan Griffin serving. DeBeer digs it. Jones kills in the middle. Aiko Jones with 3 kills, now just 2 from 1,300 in her career. And a DeBeer to serve at 9-all.
Having 2 players on the floor with over 1,000 career kills, I mean, that just shows you the level, you know, and too, how Coach Danny Busboom Kelly is getting these girls and just developing them throughout their entire career at Louisville.
KO, Bayless, long. So Louisville takes the lead here in the 3rd set, and the Panthers will take a timeout. As we see the numbers, Panthers trying to find a way to get this to a 4th set. Vasquez-Gomez kill evens up the 3rd.
And just how great is this for the sport of volleyball as a whole, where you're seeing it kind of across the nation, where these schools are getting record-breaking highs. It's awesome for the sport of volleyball, awesome for women's sports in general. You're seeing these records. You gotta love it.
Rachel Fairbanks at 10-10, number 10. Serves it, number 10 hits it. And DeBeer sliding, saved by Klicka. Vasquez-Gomez blocked out of bounds, and Pitt regains the lead. It's interesting as a coach when you watch the different coaches' reactions. And Dan Fisher often is very stoic, but in this set he's been very supportive, clapping a lot.
Yes, very animated. And like you said, normally you're not going to get much out of him in terms of emotions, but I think in this one, I think he knows what it means, and I think he's trying to show his team he has faith in them.
Looper rises up. Babcock does the same. DeBeer, Looper again, and in.
Her ability to move the ball around is so impressive. I mean, she's painting the corners, she's throwing over tips. I just love this angle where you can really see kind of right through the seam of the block there into the corner.
15 kills for Looper, ties her with DeBeer for Louisville High. Babcock now dug by DeBeer, and a battle at the net. Louisville gets a chance here in the middle and in. And now Louisville's starting to paint the lines and paint the corners. Cressy with the kill in the middle.
And she's had a great season, and this is really her first year in like a prominent middle role. And I mean, she's hitting over 450 on the season. It's not too shabby.
Elena Scott to serve. And an ace off the top of the net.
And that's, I mean, there's only so much you can do there if you're Pitt, but that's just one of those rolls that you're just hoping falls the other direction.
Louisville took control of the 1st set. They took control of it at the very end of the 2nd set. And the lead cut to 1 here in the 3rd.
It's almost like a slide approach there for Babcock. Big swing. Yeah, she came all the way around there. That's really impressive.
Vasquez-Gomez. Another kill attempt in the middle. Another one. That one, Wokolo able to get a piece of. Babcock rises up, but Looper rises up higher.
I mean, and that's not easy. She's standing at 5'9", Babcock standing at 6'7" or 6'5". And look at that form, sealing the tape. No room for that ball to get through.
Louisville a 2-point lead. Babcock. Panthers, a little lack of communication. Stafford blocked. Fairbanks back to Stafford for the kill. 14-13.
And I would agree with you there. It was a little bit of lack of communication there, looking for that up. But Vasquez-Gomez picked it up, and then they were able to get back in system a little bit.
Panthers without Rachel Jepson and Bree Kelly. Bree Kelly was all conference preseason. Hasn't been able to go. Looper this time tips it. That just doesn't seem fair that she can do both. From the back to Beer. Vasquez Gomez sends it over to Stafford. It just clears it. Chance here for the Cardinals. Looper again. This time blocked and dug. Stafford dug by DeBeer. In the middle is Emma Monks.
And Emma Monks, who is reaping the benefits of, like you said, when Bree Kelly and Rachel Jepson, she had an opening at a role, and she has taken advantage of her time in this starting lineup and has played outstanding this season. And I'm sure this game means a little more to her being from Louisville. She really wants a win here. Big swing on the overpass.
Cat Flood at 14 all. Looper dug by Flood. Stafford 15-14 Panthers.
Starting to get some life back in the Pete here. And
Wait.
Look at this push by Fairbanks. She's basically on the sideline. She sends it over with some pace. Phenomenal set.
You got this sense at 14-12 that this could really go bad for Pitt, but they've fought back with a 3-0 run. DeBeer ends that and ties it back up.
And that's kind of the advantage. You know, both teams play all of their pin hitters 6 rotations, which is really what kind of allows them to be used as much as they are in the back row and just gives you that extra threat of attack, not just from your front row hitters.
Looper, 15 kills. Fairbanks, Stafford, good dig by Scott. From the back is Looper, who hits it through the block.
And back-to-back back row attack shows you, hey, you know, even if we're not passing perfectly, we still have ways to get it done.
Lena Scott with 11 digs. It seems like she's had 30 because the ones she's had have been so big.
Well, it's always just all of those balls that you think, oh, that has to hit the floor. That has to go down. And she's always there.
Tori Stafford gets it back for the Panthers, 16 all. And that time Babcock gets the ace.
That's impressive this close.
That's the reward.
From the vantage point here, that is impressive. Look at that.
You said it earlier, Kelsey, it's a risk reward, and there's the reward. Panthers take the lead back. Off top of the net, slows it down a bit. DeBeer rises up, but Klicka is able to save it. Louisville sends it over. What a play by Ellie Glock.
And that was kind of similar to, you know, that same feeling that when Rachel Fairbanks had her kill as she was setting. You know, sometimes you just got to steal a point. You've got to be able to look to the other side and be like, it's kind of a gotcha. It's almost like a trick play.
And here's the thing, if you're Pitt, you really haven't played bad. It's just Louisville's played better.
Oh, I completely agree. You're not going to look at any of Pitt's stats and be like, wow, this is a huge red flag. You're just going to look at Louisville's and you're going to say, these are huge green
really
flags.
Petrenko again with key serve.
So I think they just called them out of rotation.
Danny Busbom Kelly. Boy, there's something you don't see called often. And at this point,
and I think they are going to get that replay there. So I think the confusion might have just been, you know, who the spot servers were in for, and they're getting a replay, so they were not out of rotation.
So Petrenko will serve at 17 all. And in essence, an ace.
That's exactly what that is. When you're getting those overpasses with PK up front, who's 6'4", that's basically an ace. I like her odds to do that 99 times out of 100.
And what a big change here. Now Louisville takes the lead instead of Pitt up a point and serving. And service error gives it back to the Panthers at 18 all.
To me right here, this is going to be Pitt's opportunity. Got to make a run here to stay alive.
That is the 6th service error for Louisville. So if they want to look at something after, maybe that's what what coaches can harp on. Stafford to serve at 18. And the Panthers, ill-timed service error, now 19-18.
Yeah, that's tough. After, you know, the opposing team misses a serve, you don't want to miss back. You really want to be able to try to get that momentum on your side.
Ellie Glock, 35 assists. Fairbanks sends it over.
There's the gotcha. There's the gotcha that you need. You just got to be able to surprise the opposing team every once in a while. Steal one a set. And I think she has a very good sense of when they need it. And it has to be on a good pass. And by the time that ball hit the ground, barely anyone had reacted.
Your peripheral vision has to be so outstanding to pull that off. Fairbanks now to Vasquez Gomez. And point Panthers. Pitt back in the lead. It's a must-win set for the Panthers, leading 2019 with Emma Monk serving. De Beer rises up. Panthers unable to save it. Hannah De Beer.
Time and time again.
In a big moment. And now she'll serve. Louisville's hitting .390. Back to Babcock, who hits it long, and Louisville takes the lead 21-20.
I think for Pitt, you got to get one pass here right up to Rachel Fairbanks so you can try to stay as in system as possible. Maybe get Wokolo a touch.
Instead, it'll be Vasquez Gomez, blocked and then dunked by Wokolo. There's your touch. $21-all.
And that's just a great way. You know, she's ready there in coverage, and if the ball pops up, she's ready to throw it right back down.
Height is a beautiful thing.
Right.
Fairbanks at 21-all. Looper. Long. Louisville wants a touch and an immediate challenge from Danny Busboom Kelly. And a huge stay for the Panthers.
That's a big point right there, Jeff.
Louisville won the first two sets. Panthers up 22-21. Rachel Fairbanks serving. The junior hits it over. Who else but Looper? And Panthers just unable to dig it. Charity Looper now 17 kills, and it's 22-all. And if you're Louisville, now you've got Elena Scott serving.
I definitely think if you're Louisville, this is who you want back there right now.
First team All-ACC last year. Vasquez Gomez. Looper. That time Panthers get a hand on it. Vasquez Gomez again.
kill from Vasquez Gomez right there.
Vasquez Gomez to serve. Nine kills for Vasquez Gomez. DeBeer. Kill in the middle. Cressy with the kill, and it's 23-all.
And that's what perfect passing leads to. Just makes it so easy to run the middle, and then if you don't want to run the middle, you have every option at your disposal.
Aiko Jones. As the Panther fans try to get behind their team. And a service error. And it is set point for the Panthers.
And all of a sudden, there's a little bit more life here at the Peterson Event Center.
Panthers had multiple set points in set two and couldn't finish it. Cat Flood to serve.
And this is not an easy position to put Cat Flood in either. Coming in off the bench to spot serve here.
On the back, it's blocked, and point to the Cardinals. It's 24-24.
I think Aiko Jones wanted to make up for that missed serve there. She was thinking, I need to get one back for my team.
Charity Looper has done everything here today. Can she serve out this match? Fairbanks. Tori Stafford puts the Panthers back in front.
Don't you just love when all of these sets go past 25 points?
Logan Mosley back in, and Logan Mosley will serve to keep the Panthers alive.
And she's serving in Olivia Babcock's spot.
DeBeer hits it long, and the Panthers stay alive. The Pitt Panthers fight back after a devastating second set. They didn't crack. They found a way, even when Louisville made it 24-all, to take that third set.
And I feel like that has to be a big hurdle mentally when you had that set point in the second set and you didn't get the outcome you wanted, but then in the third set, you got the outcome that you were looking for.
Rachel Fairbanks to serve as we start set number 4 in front of a record crowd here at the Peterson Event Center. Panther dig and hit, tipped and long. First point once again of a set to the Panthers.
And it just shows it's a big deal from the beginning. Get Olivia Babcock the ball early and often.
Oh, kill in the middle by Kong.
And just phenomenal run there from top to bottom. Tempo pass. Gives you no time to set up your defense. And just all Kong has to do at that point is take a quick angle. Strong side or weak side.
Came in with 160 kills. Now the serve from Elena Scott. And Emma Monks. You get the feeling that this set's going to be like the last one. A lot of lead changes, a lot of ties.
I mean, I think that's what you're used to seeing in these types of big matchups, or a lot of back and forth. There's not going to be a ton of runs. A lot of kind of each team's going to go back and forth serving.
Vasquez Gomez. Aiko is blocked by Stafford.
What a block. That's what sets the tempo. Fourth set. Seal that tape. And then big reaction from the whole team.
Rise up by Looper, and a stare down of the Pitt sideline after the kill, or not the sideline, the Pitt players.
This is what the rivalries are about. See, this is what I'm enjoying, and we have a great vantage point. I love it.
Fairbanks runs all the way over, and the Panthers just have to shove it over. A slide, saved by Klicka. Stafford rises up through the block.
Freshman coming up big time when you need him.
14 kills for Stafford. Panthers kept that point alive for Stafford 28 times this year, and sometimes it's been the two of them together. Either Stafford or Babcock have led the Panthers in kills. I think that's going to happen again here today. And a near ace. Beer just has to send it over. Chance for a 3-point lead, and Stafford gives it to the Panthers.
And isn't it just so easy to forget that these two are freshmen? With how they're playing in some of the biggest moments of their very inexperienced career.
15 kills now, hitting .387. Cat Flood. Once again.
Oh, right to the block, too.
Looper, and that's tipped.
Off the block, I think.
I'm looking, I thought it might have been wide, but it was tipped. Boy, Looper had, what a joy it's been to watch her today. And once again, we see Reese Robbins in. Give some more size up front.
Providing a little extra size, maybe a bigger block, show up your defense.
Big serve from Looper, dug by Stafford, who rises up. And a chance here for DeBeer.
And Iko Jones just got the assist on that. The spot serve was in, or excuse me, the spot block, I guess you could say, is in with Reese Robbins, and that leaves Iko Jones, your right side, as your setter. And she just got an assist. Doing a little bit of everything today.
Just the 11th of the season. A nice big moment. Really good serve again from Looper, and Fairbanks just sends it over. Little kill, dug by Fairbanks. Klicka, just a little too far, and the Panthers keep it alive off a leg. DeBeer, and that one is hit long.
I don't even know how that ball didn't hit the floor immediately.
Dan Fisher is got a green card in his hand. Not sure what he is challenging or might challenge. And he won't. So Looper continues to serve. It's 5-all. Jones try to get another assist. Babcock. There's a dig from Jones. DeBeer. Off the block, out of bounds. It's 6-5 Cardinals.
And this is just so impressive to me, the trust that Coach Busboom Kelly has to have in her team, that you can take out your setter and still feel confident in your ability to execute.
4-0 run for the Cardinals. It's just powerful serves. And a dig by Scott. Beer off the block. Fairbanks. Back to Babcock. It goes off of Jones. Beer's able to send it over. Klicka. Bump set. And hit through the block by Olivia Babcock. 18 kills for Olivia Babcock.
What a defensive clinic in this match from both sides.
6-6, 2-1 Cardinals. Babcock's serve just tipped back over. DeBeer gets up and tipped. And Dan Fisher quickly goes to Green and asks Rachel Fairbanks. She says, no, I tipped it. So
yeah, you kind of get that real honesty check with these challenges. You cannot look at your coach and lie in those moments.
You could lie once.
Yeah.
But you won't do it again.
Never again, though.
Petrenko, who's had some big service moments in this game here today. From the back is Babcock, but blocked down. Kong with the block. Now a 2-point lead for the Cardinals. PK Kong, the Washington transfer.
And for a team that doesn't usually have fantastic blocking statistics, they've been blocking really well today, the Cardinals have.
Tori Stafford. It's the Panthers within a point. You know, as impressive as Babcock has been, Stafford really has had some huge moments today.
And she's just been really reliable even whenever they're not in system. You know, you expect your outsides to get kills off of good sets, but these ones that she's getting off of bad sets are just really just off the block. It's just, it's difficult.
DeBeer kills it again. 22 kills for Anna DeBeer.
And she is still hitting over 450. She's hitting at 475.
Ellie Glock. From the back is Babcock, dug again by Scott. Looper from the back, blocked. Vasquez Gomez able to put that one down.
We got a little stare down there too from Vasquez Gomez. I love the high intensity of these moments.
Last year it was a best of 3. You kind of get a feeling that this may not be the last time these two teams play. There is no ACC tournament in volleyball, but they might meet again.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see how the bracket plays out.
Dylan Griffin in to serve at 8-9 and a service error. Vocalo back in. Demi Klicka. Anna DeBeer to serve. DeBeer, 22 kills, 12 digs. And serves it right at Klicka. And Emma Monks is dug by Scott. Babcock just out of rotation is able to put that down, but Louisville saves it. Vasquez Gomez is blocked out of bounds off Jones.
I am loving the emotions right now coming from Valeria Vasquez Gomez, looking to show up in a big moment for her team.
Yeah, these teams are getting into it. Lena Scott was 16 digs. Again, it seems like double because the digs she's had. And gets the service and out on that middle hit. And we're back even. So much like the last set, I'll play the 10 game where it's 10-10 with 10 serving. Overhit, dunk is dug. Panthers wanted 4 hits. Vasquez Gomez gets the point anyway.
Yeah, I think there was the crowd was definitely thinking they might have had a call there. but they let him play it out, and they kind of let it play it out through a little bit of the not best touch from Emma Monks. I kind of like whenever they let him play. Big swing again. Vasquez Gomez showing the power.
5 in double figures in kills between the teams. And Looper's one of them, and she misses that time. A rare miss for Charity Looper. And Pitt has fought back with a 4-0 run to take a 12-10 lead. Rachel Fairbanks. Looper's blocked.
They've been waiting for that all day. To get a big block on one of these two phenomenal outsides, that has to feel amazing.
And given the afternoon she's had, back to play here. Louisville up 2-1. Dive in by Klicka. Vasquez Gomez blocked, but Panthers able to send it over. Jones blocked. Looper mishit. And a rare error from Looper, and this Panther run is 6-0.
Yeah, immediately you saw Emma Monks and Olivia Babcock saying, oh, no, I did not touch that ball. That was all net there.
Fairbanks, 42 assists and 15 digs. And service error there after a 6-0 run. Lena Scott to serve. I think the other cool thing is after being down 2-0, nobody left this place.
Got to keep faith, right?
Emma Monks blocked, and a point to the Cardinals. 4 touches for the Panthers. 14-12. Cardinals had that huge run at the end of the second set. It looked like the Panthers were in control. Fairbanks, Monks able to hit it through the block. Emma Monks now with 6 kills.
And then look at this. We've got Babcock going all the way around serve receive to be available on the right-hand side, which is basically just putting both Olivia Babcock and Valeria Vasquez Gomez back at their true position, which is the outside and the right side.
Vasquez Gomez dug by De Beer. Looper. Stafford tip.
You gotta love a nice little changeup every once in a while, right?
We've seen it from Looper a couple of times.
Yeah.
Now Stafford repays the favor.
You swing and you swing, you get the defense back on their heels, and then that's when it's the best time to throw over a nice little changeup.
Vasquez Gomez, the serve. Off, I think, the head and out of.
I think she reached over to the other side. That's what the call was. I think Babcock went and got it a little too far, got a little too eager there.
Panthers were in control at that point.
Yeah, and that's one of those, you know, that's basically a guaranteed point. You got to wait for that ball to get over the plane of the net.
Aiko Jones. Fairbanks. Now Looper. And winds up and hits it through the block. It's 16-14.
Just bringing the power, too.
De Beer with 22 kills. Looper with 20. 18 for Babcock, 17 for Stafford for Pitt. Aiko Jones serve, another good one. Stafford, dig by Scott. Looper the tip this time. Fairbanks saves it. Panthers just long on the Babcock hit.
We might be getting a challenge there. He's thinking about it.
And the call stands. Worth the challenge if you're Dan Fisher.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, those are hard to turn over when they're that close. But, like, I mean, at least you get a quick reset with your team. Kind of serves as a timeout at that point.
Iko Jones could get Louisville even. Tori Stafford, 18th kill.
And that was a big one, too, when you had Reese Robbins up there still being able to work around her arms as well. Getting that big kill.
Stafford and Babcock have double-doubles.
Freshman. It's hard to believe.
True freshman.
True freshman.
In today's age of red shirts and transfers and all these, this is. Last year they were playing high school against some poor opponents.
Oh, those poor girls.
Cat Flood serve trickles over for an ace.
In these big matchups, those are the rules that you need. Just that nice little roll over the net. Sometimes you need to be lucky.
We saw that earlier from Louisville.
Yeah.
They had a net serve. Net ace, to be specific. 3-point lead for Pitt. Clears the net that time. And as does Looper, who kills it with a strategically placed hit.
I love the tempo of both her passes and then the sets that come from it. Everything is so low, it's barely crossing the antenna, so everything is so fast.
See the kill numbers for Looper. 10 digs for Looper. And she also has a double-double and an error. Well, sometimes you're just that much more and it trickles over or it falls back.
Yeah, you're just hoping the tension of the net is graceful to your team.
So now Olivia Babcock does have an ace today. Good dig by Scott. And DeBeer is able to hit it through. 23 kills for Anna DeBeer.
She's just so dependable. Just so dependable. The biggest moments, it doesn't matter. She will put the ball away.
You know, we've seen some talking and emotion both sides. It's the same determined look from DeBeer off every point.
Yes. Just so, you can just tell she is so competitive.
And a service error for Louisville. Yeah, I would hate, like, they'd probably have a ping pong table or other games in the locker room. Anna is probably the one that you don't want to, like, hey, how about ping pong? And then you're there till 10, until she wins, you know?
It's like that Michael Jordan way. You will stay until she gets her win.
20
but
to 17.
Those are also the girls you want on your team. Whether it's as a coach or as a teammate, you want people like that around you.
And we would hear those things in Pittsburgh about Ben Roethlisberger. He was the same type of competitor. And obviously very successful, and Anna DeBeer in her sport has been equally successful. 20 to 17. Stafford to serve. Looper from the back. Here's a chance. Klicka, bump set, and hit wide by Blair Bayless.
And Pitt kind of had that same thing there, where they were without a setter for that half of a rotation in their serve, excuse me. Fairbanks brought back in for offense here.
Ellie Glock. Vasquez Gomez, 21-18, 13 kills for the senior.
I love her ability to kind of go down the line, even when her body is turned towards the setter. She kind of swings across her body at that point, gives the ball a little bit of spin to bring it back down the line.
Who would be the third for the Panthers? It has been Vasquez Gomez. Now hitting .417. Dylan Griffin in to serve. Aiko Jones in the middle.
I think she's hitting 1,000 from that middle attack there.
That is the 5th kill for Aiko Jones, giving her 1,300 for her career.
So impressive.
De Beer with Louisville down 2. Vasquez Gomez will tip it this time. Good read by Kong. Looper tries to send it over. It's sent back. From the back, it's De Beer, and she's blocked. Emma Monks.
I talked about them in 2 different groups where he was like, you know, Kat Flood, Chiamaka Wokolo, and Lexus Akeo, they were here for all of the program's success. Whereas now when you add someone like Logan Mosley and Emma Monks, they get to come in so excited to be a part of great success.
And the numbers reflect it. She's improved here. Served by Fairbanks. Looper rises, finds pit court, 22-20. 2-1 Louisville. It has been our pleasure to be courtside and bring you this match on ACC Network. Jeff Hathorn, Kelsey Bonk. A new program record crowd for the Panthers. The serve by Scott. And the Panthers in the net.
Oh, and that was such a save by Fairbanks, too. Such a save to grab that tight ball.
And once again, end of set. Here come the Cardinals.
Did
52. Looper hitting .375, and they have 45 of the kills. Stafford and Babcock with 18 for Pitt. Vasquez Gomez with 13 kills. 46 assists for Fairbanks. 48 for Ellie Glock. Elena Scott with 19 digs, and she'll serve to tie this 4th set. Vasquez Gomez, the dig. Looper blocked.
That's big. That's big, Jeff. And it seems surprising, but they have not had a great block. This was only, what, their 6th or 7th block of the 7th block of the day. Even with, 6'4" and 6'5" standing next to each other for 2 rotations.
Vasquez Gomez floats that over in the middle. Doug, chance here for Pitt. Tori Stafford. It's 24-21.
What a huge moment for these freshmen to be stepping up, wanting the ball. Talk about that competitive edge. Those 2 have it.
Vasquez Gomez to send this to a 5th set. Blocked in the middle. We're going to 5.
Emma Monks showing up against her hometown team.
What a match.
All match.
And this is what we wanted. 5 sets. And we're underway in the 5th. Off the Scott serve. Babcock from the back goes into the crowd. And so far the crowd has been good in realizing that you don't get to keep it. It's not baseball.
It's not a souvenir.
Yeah.
You got to give it back.
First point to the Panthers. Aiko dug by Fairbanks. Vasquez Gomez, and the Panthers keep it alive. Vasquez Gomez again blocked down. Big block by Cressy in the middle.
That was a nice block. There was a little bit of a trap set, a little tight, and when your opponents are as tall as the Cardinals are, it's just really hard to work with a set that tight.
At 1-all, Vasquez Gomez just sends it over. A slide for Cressy. 2 big plays for Cressy in a row.
And she's been efficient all year. Number 2 in the country in efficiency in her hit percentage. And she moves really, really well side to side for someone who is 6'6".
Just a redshirt sophomore. Vasquez Gomez winds up, blocked. And at the net, Emma Monks puts it away.
What a set there. Off the coverage ball, she's facing the net.
Just had enough jump to be able to put that down. 2-2 here in the 5th. Looper again. 23 kills. And you almost get this feeling in this match that we've gone through the trash talk to the mutual respect, let's find a way to just get this thing done phase of this match. The Dallas native.
Yeah, it feels like we kind of saw the emotions peak and now we're kind of leveled out.
Looper goes for the high-risk serve, and it's 3-3.
Yeah, she's kind of gone back and forth. We've seen some topspin serves from her, but we've also seen some float. So maybe early on in the set, they think you can go a little bit more risky. Maybe later in the set, you want to play it a little more safe.
At the end of this, there'll be someone getting a loss, but I think we've all won. It's cliched, but true. Flood. De Beer. Dig by Vasquez Gomez. Stafford times it. It's blocked. Fairbanks. Tip over. Good read by De Beer. De Beer now jumps up and is blocked. Saved by Looper. Back to De Beer. De Beer blocked again. How about a third time? Hits it through.
And that's where that coverage comes into play. That's like 2 offensive rebounds back to back. You now have given her 3 opportunities to get a kill. And I mean,
wow.
I'm thinking Anna De Beer, you give her 3 straight chances, she's going to put one of them away.
4-3 Cardinals. Got to win by 2, first to 15. Block in the middle, but hitting it through it is Wokolo. Back and forth we go.
And you see, too, both teams using spot servers. That's just how crucial it is to have a really tough serve every single rotation.
It'll be a Babcock to serve. Much like Looper will take chances. This one off the top of the net. Anna De Beer blocked down, but out. And
I think we're going to see a challenge there.
Quick challenge from Dan Fisher.
This one's tough. Both sides very persuasive.
And stays with the Cardinals.
That's big. That is going to be big in this 5th set. Only to 15.
And again, we don't know if they had that overhead view. And you know, Ellie Glock to serve now with Louisville up a point. Babcock from the back, blocked. De Beer rises up again. Anna De Beer.
And that's that's who you've got to anticipate that they're going to be feeding this entire set. Xana DeBeer and Charity Looper.
And right across from us, calling the radio here in Pittsburgh, is Kayla London, Jason Earl. Kayla's just got to be dying to get into this match. Especially watching Anna DeBeer. They had some unbelievable matchups. Anna DeBeer taken over. It's a 7-4 Louisville lead.
Surpassed 1,000.
And a couple of these kills here in this fifth set have given Louisville a 3-point lead. And Stafford dug by Scott. DeBeer again. Anna DeBeer. Is taking over.
What an up too. Elena Scott. These two have been so impressive all day.
I've run out of words to describe her.
I mean, unstoppable,
A captain
you know?
in her senior season, 4-time All-American at the AAU level, a Louisville native, and she has had a career day here in Pittsburgh. Her 10th double-double of the season. These Panthers keep it alive. Stafford finally. Pitt breaks that run of 4-0.
That was a must-win point right there. Getting your own server back there. Breaking that run.
Tori Stafford leads the Panthers with 20 kills. Jones, Iko with the big kill in the middle. And time and points are working against the Panthers here. 9-5 Louisville with DeBeer to serve. Set by Fairbanks. Vasquez Gomez takes it back. Babcock off the block. Olivia Babcock now with 20 kills.
And if you're Pitt, you've got to be thinking, Anna DeBeer just served. We've got her in the back row. Now's the time. It is now is the time to make a run.
Dylan Griffin, I think, is going to come in to serve here. Just a sophomore. It's part of this California group here in Pittsburgh. From Foothill Ranch. And barely over the net. And a free ball here for Pitt. Almost terrible miscommunication. And the Panthers into the net.
Yeah, that can't happen, especially on a free ball. That's, you know, you got to consider that. We should be running our best offense off of a free ball. And that ball almost landed, and then you couldn't get a good run.
5 points from the match. Scott's serve. And a dive by Scott. Jones is blocked. Scott keeps it alive. Vasquez Gomez puts it away. Boy, Louisville kept that point alive a couple of times. The Panthers get the point.
It's great coverage right there, and then an even better, you know, saving that, bringing it back into play.
Vasquez
Great swing.
And here we are again with Rachel Fairbanks serving. Panthers at 7-10. Emma Monks kills it at the net. 10-8.
I think the Cardinals are again looking for, maybe she was on their side. Maybe Monks reached over a little bit.
10-8. Fairbanks serving. block. Back to Looper. Fairbanks sets up Babcock. 10-9.
What a swing. Sharp cross-court shot. Gorgeous set as well by Fairbanks.
For Louisville, a chance to go a half game up. Looper rises, saved by Fairbanks. Over to Vasquez Gomez. Louisville, DeBeer sends it over. Klicka. Fairbanks. Vasquez Gomez off of Scott and saved. Vasquez Gomez again. Scott saves it again. If she can't save that one from Olivia Babcock, it's 10-10.
I mean, what an incredible job she has done on defense all day. Then again there, just her ability to get underneath the ball.
Louisville wants 4 hit. Point Panthers, it's 10-10, and Louisville's in disbelief.
So they're interpreting it as, hey, that was an attempt to block, and it went off of the block. And I think that's what the R2 is explaining to her right now, is that he believes that that was a block, not the first touch.
Well, 10-all in the 5th. Louisville's hitting .329, the Panthers .260. Blocks are +2 for Louisville. And the point there, Doug. Vasquez Gomez will send it over. Chance here. Lined up by Aiko Jones, and the dig goes out of bounds. Point Cardinals.
And while she hasn't had the biggest day of her career, she has come up when they've needed her.
Vasquez Gomez in. 11-all. 15 kills for the senior.
Jeff, I don't think you could write this script any better of what this day was going to look like before it started.
Nine digs as well for Vasquez Gomez. Looper high in the air for another kill. It's 12-11 Louisville.
She's got bunnies, Jeff. She just floats up there. She makes such high contact.
Now that strategic move that has paid off with Robbins coming back in.
Got the spot block, and you're going to see Aiko Jones setting.
What will Looper do here? What kind of serve?
I'd go float. I think I'd play it a little bit more safe than topspin.
And she hits it long.
It was the float, but it still went out. And Ellie Glock back in for offense.
Substitutions for the Panthers as well. Kat Flood to come in to serve.
Second set in a row she's coming in these last couple points.
Panthers big up front, even though Monks is out. Wokolo, Stafford, and Babcock. And kill in the middle, Cressy.
It's a great run too, getting the ball to your middle in those high pressure situations, getting them the ball, because that's also what's going to keep, Anna DeBeer, keep them off of her a little bit if you have to stay true to that middle first before they can go double block the outside.
Aiden Bartlett. Another one of those senior captains for the Cardinals. 2 points from this match. Battle at the net. Panthers keep it alive. Block out of bounds. Off the hit from Olivia Babcock.
What a phenomenal set by the right side, Aiko Jones there. But Pitt, better defense. And then Babcock pulling the block to finish.
And now Babcock to serve. A deep breath. Good dig by Looper. DeBeer blocked. DeBeer through the block. Anna DeBeer, and it's set point Louisville.
You do not want to give her second chance opportunities.
29 kills. And the Panthers try to ice Ellie Glock. Ellie Glock to serve for the match. And the block goes out of bounds off the Stafford hit, and we're tied at 14.
And let's not, forget that was a great hit, but Logan Mosley came in cold, passed up a 3-option pass to set that up. That's huge. These small tactical subs make such a big difference.
Anna DeBeer. That one dug by Stafford. Vasquez Gomez sends it over. DeBeer again. Dig by Klicka. Vasquez Gomez. How about DeBeer again? No hit. Louisville wants a touch. It's point and match point for the Panthers.
I mean, something you have not seen much today are digs against Anna DeBeer's swings. Look at this. And then again, great up by Klicka. Those might be the 2 digs of the match.
You mentioned the unsung players. Emmy Klicka has been that all year for Pitt.
For the reverse sweep.
And the freshman, Tori Stafford, to serve. In the middle is Aiko Jones to tie it back up.
I mean, I feel like a broken record, but I think she has a kill every time she swings out of the middle in that serve-receive rotation.
That's 8 for this match. And DeBeer now to serve, but I don't know what, and now we're ready to go. Vasquez Gomez, and kept alive by Louisville. Another dive by Klicka. Vasquez Gomez has to send it back. Here's Louisville with the chance. Looper rises up. No tip. It's long. Set point again. Match point again for the Panthers.
Wow, just missed too. I think that was just outside. Wide on the sideline there. We're getting spot server to put the match away out of a sophomore.
So we've had 2 sets where 26 was needed to win. We're going to need, we have extra obviously in this 5th set. Dylan Griffin to give Pitt a tie in the ACC championship race. Near ace. DeBeer hits it into the net. The Panthers come back to win it. Down 2 sets to none. Pitt claws back to win it. 17-15.
स्टूडियो खोरी पाकर
झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे ना मिली मजा तो खूब गोरियाई रे ना मिली मजा तो खूब गोरियाई रे ढेर हमारा मिली हार जाई रे तोरा जैसा ढेर हमारा मिली हार जाई रे तोरा जैसा ढेर हमारा मिली हार जाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे भतार तोर भतार तोर भतार तोर तोरा का पावे भीतर जान जाई सब तोरा का पावे भीतर केतन भतार लागे बनबे पवित्र जान जाई सब तोरा का पावे भीतर सन जे बिहारी से ते करबे ना सगाई रे सन जे बिहारी से ते करबे ना सगाई रे ज्योति सुकेश जी से करबे ना सगाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे
सत्यम रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो खोरी पाकर।